Step 3, what is the step 3? Compute its sum. Sum is equal to a plus b. Next, print sum. So this is how you are going to write an algorithm to add two numbers. Go through this one. I'll give you 1 minute time. E1. Next algorithm is write an algorithm to compute simple interest. First step is name of the algorithm to find simple interest. Next, start. Next, stop. After that, what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to input PTR. We are supposed to input PTR. Next, output simple interest is equal to PTR by 100. After finding out the computation part, we are supposed to display simple interest. So this is how we are going to write the algorithms, guys. Go through these two algorithms. I will give 1 minute time till 9:15. And let us see one more algorithm to find area of a circle. See here. First step, algorithm to find the area of a triangle. Step 1, start. Step 6, end. Okay. Step 1, start. Step 6 is end. These three steps are common for all the algorithms. So next, start. After start, input is to be given. That is length and breadth has to be given. Find length, find breadth. And after we have got length and breadth, what we are supposed to find is we are supposed to find area. Area is equal to length into breadth. Okay. This is how we write algorithms, guys. Algorithm is not a program, guys, actually. Don't get confused. Algorithm is not a program. Algorithm, what it is going to do is it is going to help us to write a program. Algorithm is going to write us to help, is going to help us to write a program. Okay. So is this clear? If it is clear, reply algo. You should be in a situation to write the algorithm for any program, guys. So in the lab, what we have is we have some 13 to 14 programs are there. For that, first what you are supposed to write is you are supposed to write the algorithm. Next, you are supposed to write the flow chart. Next, you are supposed to write the program. Next, output. Okay. Now, let us see what is a flow chart. Okay. Now let us see what is a flow chart. Guys, flowchart is nothing but it is a pictorial representation of a program or an algorithm. We can represent an algorithm or a program using pictorially. The same algorithm what we have written, we can represent that using an flowchart also, guys. So flowchart, what it is flowchart is nothing but it is a pictorial representation of an algorithm, or flowchart is nothing but it is a pictorial representation of a program. See here. We are going to use here some shapes to write the flowchart. First, go through the definition. A flowchart is nothing but it is a pictorial representation or graphical representation of an algorithm or a program. One second, I will share the screen. Okay. Go through this one. A flowchart is nothing but it's a pictorial or graphical representation of an algorithm. Flowchart is a pictorial or graphical representation of an algorithm or a program. So what it is going to do is it is going to consist of sequence of instructions that are carried out in an algorithm. And we are going to use, see here, in an algorithm, we are going to use start, input, output, everything, right? And stop, everything, right? So here, what we are going to use is we are going to use some symbols to do the same. Okay? Go through the definition of a flowchart. I will give you 2 minutes time. A flowchart is a pictorial representation or graphical representation of an algorithm or a program. Okay? We are going to use different shapes to represent operations. We are going to use different shapes to we are going to use arrows, everything. So see guys, these are the annotations we are going to use, or symbols what we are going to use. See here, in this algorithm, start and stop is the right. We are going to use this oval shape to write start and stop. To denote start and stop of a in an algorithm, there is a start and stop, right? So we are going to represent this oval shape for start and stop. Okay, this we are going to use one nimsha. I will write it here. See here, this is 1 second. Start and stop. We are going to use oval. Start and stop. We are going to use oval. Next, for input output. For input output, we are going to use. What is this symbol? Second one, rectangle.
No, sir, parallelogram.
Parallelogram. Input output. Input output. We use. Parallelogram. We use parallelogram. For calculations, we use rectangle. Rectangle. Okay. Start and end. Start, end. We use oval. Start and end, we use oval, guys. To represent start and end, we use oval shape. For input and output, we use parallelogram. For calculations, we use rectangle. And this symbol, what we call diamond. Can we use this 4 symbol? Can I name Pushkar or Kritika?
Yes, sir. It could be called as diamond also.
Diamond. So we use this diamond symbol for decision or conditions. So this circle we use for connector. What is this symbol? Repetition or loop. Hey, mute yourself. Everyone mute yourself. Yes. We use start and end. To represent start and end, we use oval symbol, guys. For input and output, we use parallelogram. For calculations, we use rectangle. And we use this diamond shape for decision making. We use circle for connector. What is this symbol? Hexagon, repetition or loop?
Yes, sir, hexagon.
Hexagon. We use hexagon. And for functions, we are going to use this one. And for control or flow lines, we use these arrow marks. We use arrow marks and comment box. We are going to use that one. So you go through this table, guys. I'll give you some 2 minutes time till 9:25. Let us see some examples. It will be better if you note down, or if you people, it will be better if you take screenshot. Screenshot or noting down anything is okay. Guys, this is an 100% guarantee question, guys. In the first module, there will be 2 questions. First question, 1A, B, C or D. Second question, 2A, B, C or D. 101%. First question, 1A, B, C will be generations of computer or computer types, or what is the software, types of software, computer types of software, LAN, WAN, MAN, or functional unit of a computer. That 4 things you need to write. It has input devices, it has output devices, it has CPU, and it has memory. That diagram you need to write. And coming to the part B, either you will have a question on first question, briefly explain C tokens. First question, briefly explain C tokens, or explain data types. Explain data types. Second question, write an algorithm and flowchart to find addition of 2 numbers, to find subtraction of 2 numbers, to find area of a circle, to find area of a rectangle, to find simple interest, or it may be any other thing. This is a guarantee question. Write an algorithm and flowchart. That question is guaranteed. Write an algorithm or flowchart to find. It is their wish. The examiner can ask any question. Guys, if you are very clear with those theory, 20 marks you can score, guys. First module you can score in that one only. Okay, I think before going to guys, I want to write an algorithm. I want to write a flowchart to add 2 numbers. Okay, for this start, which symbol I am going to use?
Oval.
Others, everyone.
Sir,
For
oval.
this, see here. Here I am going to use oval. Correct?
Yes, sir.
I will highlight it. Oval. For end, stop or end, what I am going to use?
Oval, sir.
Oval, sir.
Everyone, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ respond ಮಾಡಿ.
Oval, sir.
Oval. For input, output,
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram.
I will use LL. Here, for input, I will use parallelogram. Parallelogram. Okay. I will use parallelogram. To compute, computation, which symbol I am going to use?
Rectangle.
Rectangle.
Others?
Rectangle, sir. Sorry.
Others? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Rectangle, sir.
To print sum, which symbol I am going to use? Print andre output.
Rectangle, sir.
Everyone?
Rectangle, sir.
Rectangle, sir.
Okay. Let us see an
Sir,
example.
Parallelogram, sir. We'll use parallelogram.
Parallelogram.
Oval.
Clarity is not there. Irapa. See here. Start and end we are going to use oval. Input or output we are going to use parallelogram. For calculations we are going to use rectangle. If you go through this example, you people will get a better idea. So these are the notations used. See here. Algorithm and flowchart. Okay. He has given you both algorithm and flowchart to find area of a rectangle. See here, start and end, start and stop. We have used oval. Input and output, we have used parallelogram. To computation, we are using rectangle. Go through this one. I will give you 2 minutes time. Both algorithm and flowchart ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ನೋಡಿ. See here, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. I have written here. Input and output, start and end oval, input and output parallelogram, calculations rectangle. Here also they are used same start and stop ಅಥವಾ end ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ. What happens is if we write the algorithm and flowchart first, writing a program becomes easy. So in the lab programs, what you people are going to do is first you are going to write the algorithm in the unruled sheet, and you are going to write the flowchart in the unruled sheet. In the ruled sheet, what you are going to do is you are going to write the program and its output. Output also you can write in the ruled sheet or unruled sheet. It does not make any difference. Guys, is this clear flowchart? If it is clear, reply flow. I will show you. I will display 2 to 3 examples.
Sir,
Yes, man.
sir, hello, sir.
Yes.
I can't able to see screen, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir, now I can see. Thank you, sir.
go through these examples. Okay, take time. 9:30. Take time till 9:32 or 9:33. This is the algorithm. That is the flowchart. So let us see other examples. This is one more area of algorithm flowchart. Flowchart to find sum of two numbers. See here. Hey, start and end we are going to use oval. Input and output we are going to use parallelogram. For computation we are going to use rectangle. Let's go through this one. See, start and end we are going to use oval. Input and output. Print is nothing but output. Print and output are not different. Print and output are same. See here, we have used the same terminologies. See here, start and end we have used oval. Input output we have used parallelogram. Calculations we have used rectangle. You take this as example 1. Next to flowchart to find area of circle. See here, start, end we have used oval. Start and end we have used oval. Input and display. Display is also output only. Input and output we have used parallelogram. For calculations we have used rectangle. Okay. You take this as example 2. You take this as example 2. Next to find area of to find simple interest. Flowchart to find simple interest. See, start, end, input, PRN, calculate PRN by 100, display simple interest, end. This one we have used PTR everywhere, so this might give you a better understanding. Start oval, end oval, input parallelogram, output parallelogram, calculations rectangle. Next, flowchart to find area of triangle. Start oval, end oval. Read breadth and height. Area is equal to half into breadth into height. Print area. End. Okay. Guys, is this clear? Things clear? Algorithm and flowchart. Guys, if it is clear, reply AF. Algorithm and flowchart. You should be in a situation to write algorithm and flowchart for any of the things, guys. Okay. See, guys, repeatedly I am telling you people, in the first module, the question paper you have written in the first semester, 4 papers you have written, right? First module consists of 2 questions. In CPS, the first module, first question, 1A, BC or 1A, BCD or 1A, 1B. You people will be having those 5 to 6 questions. Theory, generations of computers, types of computers, functional diagram of a computer, and apart from that, next question you people will be having types of what is a software, types of softwares. Next, what is a network, types of networks, LAN, WAN, MAN, and apart from that, types of softwares, you will be having explain the different input output devices. Okay. That's first module. First question is that one. In the second question, 101%, either it will be data types or tokens. What is a data type? What is a token? Or what is a token? If the question is what is a token, it will be for 10 marks. If the question is explain the different data types supported in C, it will be for 6 to 7 marks. Okay, it will be for 6 to 7 marks. And next question will be write an algorithm and flowchart to find addition of 2 numbers, to find area of a rectangle, or it may be anything. Okay, so next we have 2 more topics in the first module by this weekend or next week beginning. I will complete. Intentionally, I am going a little bit slow because I need to cope up with you people. Once the frequency is set, I can do one module in 5 hours or 4 hours. We can accelerate. No problem in that one. First, namgu nimgu on the frequency set agಬೇಕು. Guys, coming to the lab, see here, what you people are supposed to do is by today, tomorrow, once again, I don't want to waste the time. Within 2 minutes or 3 minutes, I will complete. Everyone, do one thing. All of you, copy this. I'll share the screen. One second. Attendance is done. Guys, you people do one thing. Copy down this, note down this web address. I'll be using this one, www. This one, guys, I will share in your class group only. You people just in your mobile or in your laptop, first you people open that one and try to use that one for a few minutes or some time in your laptop. Okay, because tomorrow we have lab, right? So without that one, I cannot do. I will be using that online platform, online compiler to teach you people. Okay, I'll be using that online compiler, guys, to teach you people. So okay.
Sir, will this compiler works on a mobile also?
Yes, in mobile also. If not, yes, in mobile also it may. Don't know, man. Sorry.
It's okay,
I
sir.
don't
no
know. No. I don't know whether it will work in mobile or not. I am using in laptop. See here, either if I run the program, it is giving the output. It is compiling and it is giving the output for me. These things we shall see. Lab. Few minutes we can do theory and few minutes we can do lab. Okay. First, you people have hands-on experience on that one. Every laptop open ಮಾಡಿ. Everyone open your laptops and type that URL when you don't have class and try to get some hands-on experience. Okay. Okay, guys. That's for the day. I hope you people have understood. And coming to the other things, guys, 5 modules notes I have uploaded in the MS Teams. All the 5 modules notes I have uploaded. So next, I have given one assignment, 5 questions, the same questions what I have told you, some 10 to 20 times. Some 5 to 10 times I have told these are the expected questions for the first module. First question, I have given that as the assignment. I have given you lots of time, I think till more than a week I have given. So now it's left to you people to write the assignments and to submit that one. Okay.
Sir, when we have to
Let's-
submit the assignment?
I have given the date, man. I don't remember actually. Pushkar. I
It's
gave
okay,
some
sir.
day. I have given more than a week. I'm not like that. By evening, I will. It's not. I'm not a guy of that kind. Giving the assignment evening, expecting morning. नहीं होता है. I have given a lot of time. I think preferably 1 week I might have given. All the 5 modules notes I have uploaded. So let's go slowly till the first internals or some 2 months. Let us go slowly, guys. We are not in a hurry. 101% we can complete the portion within before 1 week or 2 weeks of your last working day or third internals. So as this is online platform, intentionally I'm moving little bit slow. No problem. Just go through the assignments and notes which I have given there. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. You can leave the session and you can.